nigga forfeit. Yeah, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit. Nah, I need $1 million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be steppin'. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend, bring them sounds in one time.
I'm Art, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of the New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today's subject is the host Tiki Barber and the other guy on WFAN state that Tommy DeVito should be the week 1 starter for the New York Giants based on what he did in the preseason against the Lions in the very first preseason game. Now, some things that I will say, he did come in and he energized this team, and that is a fact. So I guess based off that, some fans out there, and definitely in the Twitter sphere, are saying that, hey, Tommy DeVito should be the starter over Daniel Jones because, one, he gets this team energized, and for two, they just believe that he's a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. So we're going to listen to the guys off WFAN, Tiki Barber and his co-host, and we're going to see exactly what they're talking about. So, you know I'm going to do a reaction, so let's get into it, man. Let's see what these guys talking about, and let's see. Let's get it.
Back in our lives, I missed him. He kind of went away for a little bit. I know he's been doing appearances all the time, but we got to see Tommy DeVito again. Tommy DeVito mania for a preseason game. The crowd was electric when this guy.
I pace like Tommy DeVito's energy, like how Jeremy Lin's energy was when he was with the Knicks, when it was Linsanity. This, you could call this Tommy DeVito sanity if you want to. I get those guys similar when it comes to the energy they bring to the teams. So I get it.
I stepped on the field and I said to myself, I said, you know what? Tommy DeVito should be the Giants starter at quarterback in week 1.
So before I lash into you,
Facts,
because of your manic opinion on Tommy DeVito, what makes you think Tommy DeVito is going to be better than Daniel Jones? Forget Drew Lock for a second, because he didn't play particularly well, and he even said so. But what makes you think Tommy DeVito is better than Daniel Jones?
Tommy DeVito has the support of the fans. I want to start with that first and foremost.
Yes, he does. He does have the support of the fans, and I do believe that he's a better quarterback than Drew Lock. But Daniel Jones, no.
Is the most, I think, the most like a well-liked guy basically by all the fans. They want to see Tommy DeVito succeed. I think Tommy DeVito.
We know the story.
Yes, I think Tommy DeVito has the motivation. I think when he's out there, the Giants move the football. I think he has a lot that we have not seen yet. I think he has untapped potential. And I think when you look at Daniel Jones, a guy.
I do agree that I do believe Tommy DeVito, I always want to call him Danny DeVito, but Tommy DeVito does have untapped potential. I do believe he has a lot more to offer than what you saw in the little showcase that he did last year when he won us, I believe, 3 games. I do believe Tommy DeVito, given a chance, can actually be a decent quarterback in this league, at the very least a very good backup, somebody that could come in off the bench and, energize the team, and the team won't, lose their way because their first stringer got hurt. They can actually go out there and they can actually play with Tommy DeVito. I just think there's a certain level or a certain cap on Tommy DeVito's capabilities that Daniel Jones doesn't have, but we'll continue.
That has struggled to stay healthy, a guy that has struggled to play consistent football. I look towards Tommy DeVito. By the way, doesn't mean Jones can't work his way back into the starter. I just think right out of the gates, we don't even know if Daniel Jones is truly fully healthy.
He's been healthy this whole time. He was able to go in training camp. He was able to go in OTAs. He's been cleared of all injuries, and he looks great, and he's going out there and he's producing. As far as the training camp has gone. He is 100% ready, and he can play today if he wanted to. So stop with the injury thing.
Tommy DeVito, to me, looked like a guy last night and last year, T, because I still think the Giants, I don't understand why they benched him for Tyrod Taylor, other than the fact that they wanted to curtail Tommy DeVito mania. I don't see anything that last night that made me think Tommy DeVito can't suit up, be the starter week one.
Yeah, if you watch the game, if you didn't watch the game, I should say, and you look at his statistics, what was it, 9 of 18? He had, I don't know, he didn't have a ton of yardage throwing.
Exactly, 50% completion percentage, and I believe he had 92 yards.
It almost didn't matter. A lot of that was just, it felt to me like timing issues with his wide receivers. He missed on all his deep balls. One, it felt like the wide receiver was checking up. Tommy threw it into the gap. It was just a miscommunication. The other ones, he was scrambling because there was pressure right up the gut. And so he just basically ran to the sideline trying to create a play and then threw the ball away. But the ones that he did complete, they were pretty good. A lot of them were screens. They were check downs to the running back.
I will say this. Tommy DeVito does have some of that, what I want to call it, some of that, I guess, swagger when it comes to throwing the football. He does have some of that to him. Like, you get excited when he throws the football. That's a fact. When he throws the football, fans do get excited when he throws it because he has a little bit of that swag to him. He has a little bit of that moxie to him. Like, hey, look, man, this guy, he's gonna throw the ball. Consequences or not, he's gonna throw the ball and try to make a play the best way that he can. He does give you that. That's why I do believe he's the second best quarterback on his team and should be the primary backup. I will say this, even though I believe this is ludicrous, I will say this. If Tommy DeVito had to start, I would not be like the world is over if Tommy DeVito had to start. And that's just an honest opinion. This is not a show to bash Tommy DeVito, to uplift Daniel Jones. I'm not trying to do that. I'm actually giving you my honest opinion. I do believe Tommy DeVito is a serviceable quarterback in this league. He's a second-year guy. He was an undrafted rookie, and he's only going to get better with more time and more reps. So, yeah, I do understand the sentiment about the Tommy DeVito drama. It's just that it's the people that don't like Daniel Jones that want Tommy DeVito to start. You don't even really know his skill set. You really don't know what he brings to the table. All you know is that he has a certain energy about him, and you would rather have that in there over Daniel Jones, and that's just not right.
He had a great shot across the middle to Theo Johnson. I'm not doubting Tommy DeVito's skill. What I'm doubting is Tommy DeVito's acumen as a starting quarterback in an NFL level.
Facts, Tiki. And this is coming from somebody that actually played the game. He just pretty much summed up what I said. I'm not doubting Tommy DeVito's skill. I'm doubting the actual knowledge of playing the NFL quarterback position and actually being a legit number one option for an NFL team in the NFL as a quarterback consistently. Not come in and pinch hit for somebody that gets injured. Not to come in and play 2 or 3 games and give you a little bit of excitement and then all of a sudden he turns back into a pumpkin. No. I want him to be able to get these reps and turn himself into a legit backup quarterback in the NFL that can give you some valuable starting games for you. And if he has to go the full season, he can keep that magic going and it doesn't go away after a couple of games.
Be a starter. I think he can be a backup, obviously. But for him to be a starter, he's going to have to be demonstratively better than Daniel Jones. And that's as the athlete that they require Daniel Jones to be, as the processor of offense and making sure that everything is right. We know Daniel Jones knows all this stuff. Again, Duke guy, been in the system, been in the league for 6 years. He's been in the system for 3 years. Like there's just advantages that Daniel Jones has. And I think the biggest one is that Daniel has an arm. Like he has a cannon. We don't see it all the time because a lot of last year felt like a dink and dunk offense, but we've seen it in practice and preseason this year. Daniel Jones can throw the deep ball. And we know one thing about Brian Daboll as the new play caller for the New York Giants this year. He wants to throw the ball deep. They didn't do it yesterday, but he wants to throw the ball down the field. To me, that's Daniel Jones. I can't see Tommy DeVito being better than Daniel Jones doing that. Can he be?
That's an absolute fact, Tiki. People really sleep on Daniel Jones's arm strength. Now, does he have arm strength like a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or even a Lamar Jackson? No. But he has well more than enough arm strength to throw any pass that you need him to throw. It's like if he's not throwing 80-yard bombs, he can't throw. If he's not throwing 110 miles per hour missiles on comeback routes, he can't throw. That's so false, bro. When that dude uncorks that ball, pause, he has some movement on that ball, and he can throw that ball deep with the best of them. Now, you can sit here and laugh if you want to, all the DJ detractors, and sit here and be like, you can't throw the ball deep. The dude was the best deep ball passer for 2 years in his career with Joe Judge. Think about that. In that system with Jason Garrett. When he uncorks that ball deep, a lot of the times those are completed passes, especially if he has time. So there's no way that I think that Tommy DeVito could be a better starter than Daniel Jones right now in their careers. That is absolutely insane, and you're just trying to go with the moment. You're just trying to, I hate to say it, but try to clout chase Tommy DeVito a little bit, and you just think that you're going to go with the hot hand and you're just going to bring excitement and everything to the Giants, and that's just not true. Daniel Jones is worlds above Tommy DeVito as a quarterback, and you could look at the film and tell it. So, but continue to let these guys go.
A starter eventually? Yeah, maybe. Is he going to be better than Daniel Jones? I don't think so.
888-808-1019. We didn't even get to see DeVito last night with Neighbors, with Hyatt, and Neighbors looked frustrated at times. We'll get to that in a little bit. We will get into how pathetically brutal Drew Lock was last night. We didn't really get to see DeVito with those electric wide receivers on the edge. I just think if you have Tommy DeVito on this roster, and I'll go back to last year, in my opinion, felt like Tommy DeVito was benched because the Giants brass knew they were likely going back to either Daniel Jones or another young quarterback, and they know that this fan base wants Tommy DeVito to be the quarterback. I don't think they had enough.
I don't think that is true. I don't think most of this fan base wants Tommy DeVito to be the quarterback. I just think this fan base just wants a quarterback to go out there and produce, but you need the pieces around the quarterback for that quarterback to produce, and it looks like we've done a pretty good job of doing that this year. I pray that this offensive line blocks and allows Daniel Jones to get through his progressions. And let's see what Daniel Jones could do with Malik Neighbors, Hyatt, Robinson, Theo Johnson, Tracy, Turbo Miller, Gray, Singletary. Let's see what we can do with these guys out there on the field, man. But the whole ideal of Tommy DeVito being a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, most of that's just coming from haters of Daniel Jones and guys that are just out here trying to chase clout for clicks and things of such, because they know Tommy DeVito is a hot topic. And speaking of what he was talking about, they benched Tommy DeVito for Tyrod Taylor because they wanted to hold back Tommy DeVito. That is not true. First, he got injured. Looked like he had a concussion at one game. I think it was against the Saints. And he did not look very good in that game. He didn't look good against the Raiders in that game. He and just down the stretch of his games, he didn't look good. So that allowed Tyrod Taylor to come back and take that position back from him. And Tyrod Taylor, to his credit, actually did pretty well last year except for a couple of passes here and there. So let's not act like the Giants are holding him back to keep up Daniel Jones and all that garbage. That's pure garbage, man. That man got benched because he was not playing very well. He played good in that Packers game, and then when he got to the Saints game, he got injured, and he wasn't playing well in that game at all. He didn't play well in a couple of other games. So let's pipe that down. Let's keep it to real football. Let's keep it to real statistics, real game film, real reading of these quarterbacks. And if you really do that, if you really go through your due diligence, there's no way Tommy DeVito should start over Daniel Jones. So that needs to be capped off. But it is what it is, man. I compared Tommy DeVito to Jeremy Lin when it came to that Lin sanity. That's how it feels when Tommy DeVito gets in the game. The crowd will cheer because there's just a certain energy that he has. But let's not get it twisted. Jeremy Lin, after that energy wore off, turned back into what everybody thought Jeremy Lin was going to be. So it is what it is. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button and join the Big Blue crew and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. And cop you some merch. I'm not going to tell y'all again, the New York Giants full access merch is in the Big Pat Sports Shop. Go copy you a shirt, a hat, a hoodie, an apron, a bear, socks, a mouse pad. It don't matter what you do. I just appreciate the support no matter what you do. So click the link in the description, go to the Big Pat Sports Shop and cop you some merch. And until the very next episode of New York Giants Full Access, you know what it is, man. Peace.
Hitting the mic, spitting the facts, coming with full access. Big Pat in the house with giant tactics. Eli's handoff, rapping the classics. 90s beats, we blast this in New York. Big Blue. Where the G-men roam, Super Bowls in the vault, that's the Empire's home. Red, white, and blue, where the legends are grown. Giants full access, this the zone, got the tone.